Okay, so skincare,
lasers. We've got Botox. We've got fillers. You know, we have everything. I mean, we have skin tight, and we have so many things.
But it has to be custom, individualized.
Yeah, it's individual.
Right. Makes sense.
You know, yeah. Everybody's different. You're not going to get the same thing as your girlfriend.
All right.
You know what I mean? You're not buying the same. You're not buying the same pair of black pants. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah, we're all gonna look a little different in the black pants, and that's okay. That's the beauty of us. You know?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of being, you know, an individual.
Welcome back. Welcome to The Well. I'm Kate Golden, the director here at The Well.
And I'm Tracy Nucera, director of aesthetics here at The Well. Welcome back.
All right. So how's everything going? How's this week going?
This week is good, very good. You know, August, so winding down summer.
I just saw you were in New York, though.
How
was your trip? What'd you do?
So we took my daughter, who is almost 11, her and some of her girlfriends, we went to New York and did the 9/11 museum.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
it's like sad, but beautiful.
It was
right?
It was actually like a really great thing to see and kind of remember.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so interesting to see the girls actually, you know, experience it. And we were kind of nervous, like, were they going to be sad? Were they going to be upset? Were they going to respect it? And they just kind of surprised us and kind of really respected it. They got a whole new insight, and they actually like really comforted each other.
Did Emma learn about it this year in school? Because Matthew, they're in the same grade, right?
Yeah.
Matthew learned about it this year.
Learned a little bit, not the details.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
They were actually really interested in some of the stories that they told and the introspects that they told, and just kind of, they had a dog, so they had all the dogs. They had a beautiful kind of spot where they just highlighted all the dogs that actually were there, and the girls actually, the girls actually, that was their favorite thing. And all the dogs that rescued.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And they, you know, and all of them are passed away at this point. You know what I mean? But it was actually really beautiful. If you get a chance, go. New York was amazing. You know, we had a great time. You know, everybody talks about the city. Yes,
I love it.
It was great. It was fine. We were super safe. You know, had great food. Girls did oyster tasting. 10, 11-year-olds doing oyster tasting. That was hilarious.
Do you like oysters?
You know what?
Did you do an oyster tasting?
Oh, I've had oysters.
Okay.
But the girls did.
Yeah.
So it was funny. Like, they ate them, but yeah, I will do it. But I didn't do it until I was older.
Okay. Do you like them?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you do?
I mean, I don't like them.
But they're not bad.
They're not bad. I'll do it.
Like, put like hot sauce on it? I feel like I would put hot sauce.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like when you're there, you can't not do it when you're in the beautiful restaurant. That's their specialty. I'm always like the when in Rome person. I'm never going to not do something.
All right.
But it may not be something that I do
on a regular basis.
You know.
Yeah, the texture for me.
Well, we told the girls it's definitely different. My daughter, you see the video, she spit hers out right away. So, you know, you gotta work yourself into it.
How old are these girls? What are they? 10?
10.
Yeah.
She's 10. Listen, I didn't put an oyster in my mouth until I was a lot older.
That is so funny. Awesome. So,
anyway, what about you? What did you do all weekend?
You know, I was at the pool all weekend.
Yeah.
Matthew. Yeah, we came to the skate pool here at the Knack, and we kind of went every day. We did a little hike, but it was hot. So,
it was so hot.
And then I had this ant problem in my house. So I cleaned. I did a lot of cleaning. Everything came out of my cabinets. It was all spotless. It's, but you know what? I probably needed that, so it's actually pretty good.
It's good to spring clean.
And this weekend I'm reorganizing my closet. It's such a winner. She's going to New York, and
that's okay. I need to do that.
I know you don't.
I'm
jealous. I'm going to Utah this week.
Yeah. I'm going to do some hiking. Mount Zion.
Yes. Zion.
It's on my bucket list.
Yeah. Really?
100%. Yes.
Wow.
So many of my patients, actually, this is why I love doing what I do. I see so many people on a daily basis. They give me all these ideas. And so many people are doing RVs and like just traveling and just taking 2 weeks, hitting all the parks, doing all the, I mean, you know what?
Wow.
Why not?
Yeah.
YOLO.
My dad does that. He has a national park pass.
Yeah.
And then his goal, because he wanted to go outside the country.
Yeah.
But he loves the great country of America, so he wanted to see every state before he left the States. So he did. So he was like, got an RV, traveled around and then sold it, but like did it so that he could see, like, he was like, I'm going to see every state before I go.
I think that's super
now
cool.
He's going international. but he does.
You know,
our country is beautiful.
We have a lot to offer.
Yeah. I studied abroad in Australia, and there all the Australians want to come here backpack because they're like, America has, so many beautiful sites, and you know, we
You gotta
take
go
it for granted
Midwest,
sometimes.
West, and you don't think about it. Like the upper, upper Northwest.
I'm super excited to walk the narrows.
Yeah.
All right, so last week we chatted about being married to the well and what that means to us, and kind of how, you know, we're not all about one night stands here. And it takes more than one night to really make an impact on your skin.
Yeah.
So when I first met Tracy, we talked about that a little bit and how, you know, I wasn't going to go right into Botox, and she made some recommendations for me. And all good marriages are found on a foundation. So talk to us about the marriage and the foundation here at the Well Lounge.
I think with anything, we all want a quick fix, right? Like everybody wants that storybook romance or those things, but not everything starts with just, you know, we have to actually work. You got to put a little work in. So I think, you know, we all want that fix. Everybody comes in and says, oh my God, I hate these 11s. Okay. You know, sometimes those 11s are staring you in the face, but there's a lot of other things that will, you know, we can take care of the 11s, but those 11s aren't going to make you your best, right? So we want to look at you as a whole and really assess the face, not just by one symptom, right? We want to look at why those 11s are there, maybe some other things that are going on. You know, we can make you not have a wrinkle, but when your skin is kind of, you know, maybe not at its best and not peaking, you've got some brown spots, you've got some reds, you've got some irregularities with your tone and your texture. You know, those things are what really speak to the world, right? Not always just the line that you see in the mirror. So, you know, my goal, and all the girls here that are working with us, our goal is to really give you a plan that's going to allow you to bring your best foot forward. You know what I mean? So yes, we can absolutely take care of those 11s, but if I take care of those 11s and then we take care of those reds, those browns, and those big pores, and the tone and the texture, and all of those things that you may not know, but then all of a sudden you look in the mirror and everybody's like, wow. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody's looking at you like, wow. Like you walk into a room and you light it up because you're glowing, right? So it's a process. You know, everything's a process.
And one of the things I love is when I don't wear makeup, right? I used to never, like I would never step foot outside my house without makeup on. And now when I don't wear makeup and I just have my last step as a moisturizer or my sunblock, and someone tells me how good my skin looks, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's because of the skincare. Because what Tracy educated me on was that it's something I do every single day. So Botox and fillers, we might do 4 times a year. Yeah, maybe once a year for filler. Yeah, once a year. But that I had to make that commitment to what I was going to do every single day. And I think that was a big impact for me.
Well, you want to enhance. You want to enhance what we do. It's funny, like we were just at the front, and what the first thing somebody just said to you, oh my God, your skin looks so good. Yeah. You know what I mean? So so we, even though we do Botox and you do fillers and things like that, no one's going to say, oh my God, your Botox looks so good. They're always going to say, oh my God, your skin looks so good. And that's what people always tell me. They're like, oh my God, your skin just looks perfect. Well, it's not just from Botox. You know what I mean? Like, it's a process. I've been doing this a long time. I have a little regimen. It's not crazy. It's doable. You know what I mean? I just had microneedling yesterday. You know what I mean? There's definitely things that we want to do. Do I want to do laser in the fall? Absolutely. You know, there's definitely things that are going to enhance all of these results. Botox and filler, my favorite thing in the world to do. But if we don't, you know, fix everything else around it, you know what I mean? You got to hit it all. It's a process. It's really, we can age you backwards. Like, it's not hard. It's not hard. I see pictures of myself and I'm like, Jesus, like, I look better now than I did 5 years ago.
Yeah. So from there, at least for me, like, I know you start with skincare, foundation, get them committed, right? Yep. Keep them coming back a little bit, but then do we go right to fillers, lasers? How do we handle this? What's the, you know, can I just get diamond glows and...
Well, I think it really depends on you, and like, that's why when you come here, you know, we have our VISIA, so which is kind of like an X-ray for your skin. Our VISIA is an amazing tool. It's an X-ray for your skin. It's going to show us underlying pigment damage. It's going to show us the redness.
The machine that told me I was 10 years too old.
Yeah. It's going to tell us things that sometimes we don't want to know. But sometimes naked truths are good.
Yeah, but it also has told people that they are like
younger.
10 years younger. So it's not a gimmick. It works.
It works. You know, it really assesses you. It's an X-ray, right? So just like you go to the doctor, maybe you don't always want to hear that you're not in the best shape, but it's a kickstart to get you in the best shape, right? It's something that's going to make you want to say, okay, they're not just shoveling me.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do it. Like, this is real. Like, this is what you've got going on. This is what I can do, or the girls can do, or we can do together that are going to accelerate you to the next level. So that's your beginner. So that every patient that comes in here, you know, we'll get your X-ray, and then we make a plan. You know what I mean? We sit down. What's in your budget? What's in your, you know, your daily routine. What can you fit in? What can you do? And we'll never push you to do something that's not within your comfort zone.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that's where why we get the results we get.
So one of the things I mentioned last week was how I wasn't really the best at keeping a routine. And so that was the one thing that Tracy said that I had to change, was that, if I was going to do it, I had to be committed.
Okay, you have to wash your face.
And yes, I had to wash my face.
You were like,
and do a couple other steps. Yeah.
Just wash. If you wash your face, it's going to make a difference.
So I went on, like, the very first thing I did was, what did you put me on?
So the easiest thing, if you were kind of like a novice and you're kind of a virgin to this, and you could be 25, you could be 45, you could be 65. And I've had people say, I'm not doing anything. So I have something super easy. It is super inexpensive. It gets you started. It's called the GSR kit. So we're gonna cleanse, we're gonna exfoliate, we're gonna do some oil control, and we're gonna do some antioxidant protection and hydration. Right. So those 4 things in and of themselves, you're going to see results in 4 weeks. Okay? In 4 weeks, you're going to
That's how I became a believer.
Yeah, you're going to come back.
Yeah.
I think we have your picture. Like, I swear to God, just from skincare.
Yeah.
Like, just from
I did skincare
things.
When I first started. I didn't do everything.
Yep.
I just did skincare probably, I would say, for a good couple months.
We were busy.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of time to do a lot of stuff.
We were learning new business.
Yeah, we were really busy.
Yeah,
we had a lot of stuff going on. We did do a lot. We look a lot better now than we did.
I know. We were like swimming, just trying to breathe.
Just keep swimming.
But the first thing I did actually was laser. Right, so I did skincare for a little bit.
Did
and
we
then
BBL you or did we?
But it was BBL and then
halo.
a light halo. I didn't do the deep one.
Oh yeah.
So I did BBL because of my pigmentation.
You had a lot of red. Kate had red too.
Yeah. And they say 8 or 9 out of 10 people have like a little bit of rosacea.
Yeah.
Some sort. It's like you have your reds or and then I have those veins, like those little broken capillaries,
which is totally normal.
Which is hilarious, but it literally looks so much better. And it's something you might not even notice right away, but you're like, what's wrong with that spot? Or I just don't like it, or you're always putting your makeup on.
You're covered.
Yeah, you cover it all the time, so you kind of just cover it up, and it was like I zapped it up. So the BBL and a light halo, I didn't do a deep one. And that's all I did in the very beginning, and just skincare.
Yeah.
Until I did the Botox.
Yep. Yeah.
So I did the halo, and then eventually I did some kind of like building the cake or a plan that Tracy built me. And this is kind of what you do with every single patient that comes in the door. So then we did some fillers. So when I actually was Instagramming before we hired our amazing social media manager, Katie, I was doing it. And so I was recording one of our patients, and she was beautiful. And I was like, I wonder what Tracy's going to do. Like, she looks great.
Yeah.
And literally she did one under eye. And I literally was recording, and I was like,
it's so funny. I didn't never do this.
I was like, I couldn't get over it. Like, she was gorgeous, and she just upped it just a little bit. Still looked exactly like her, but it was magical. So I was like, literally, she leaves. I'm like, you know how you told me I need the under eyes?
I'm ready.
I'm a believer. Give them to me. So that's what I did. We kind of did my cheeks, my under eyes, and then I've of course
the lips.
Yeah, I did lips.
Who doesn't want to?
Yeah,
who doesn't want to do a little lip?
Yeah, I was most nervous about my lips though.
I think everybody is.
Yeah, everyone thinks, and then people are always shocked when they find out that I have it done. Yeah. They're like, "Wait, you do?" I said, "Yeah." And now I actually use like a SkinCeuticals HA intensifier.
Oh yeah.
And so now they do look more plumped than if I don't use that. So it is like a little, like if I'm like, I'm a little plump today, I put that on, and it makes my lips even a little bit juicier.
Yeah, because what HA is hyaluronic acid. So that's what your filler is. So we put the filler under the skin, that plumps the skin from underneath, and you have the HA on top, which is, you know what I mean, and that can plump as well. Yeah. So it's
lately I've been putting it here because I have filler there, so I'm like, I'm just going to put some here.
Give it a try.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's actually been how long since you need a little.
It's actually probably a year.
Yep. Yeah. So, and that's pretty much where we are. Like at a year, she's nowhere back to baseline, but I'm starting to see a little bit of that separation. So when I look at her, I'm like, oh, you know what? It's time for her to get a little bit, maybe not as much, right? So we probably did 3 syringes the first time around. So maybe now we do 1.5.
Now I want my temples.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would like some more chars. Yeah. A little bit more icing.
Yeah.
I'm staying committed.
She's in this relationship.
I'm married.
I've got her for life.
She does.
I do.
1,000%.
I've got her for life.
All right, so I definitely think, you know, for sure, you're not my one night stand.
I'm no one's one night stand. Ever.
Good.
Nowhere.
We're committed to you.
Yes.
Okay, so just to recap, if I want to make sure I'm committed, what are the steps I'm doing? Like, what do I have to make sure I'm doing?
You know what? We're gonna at least start with some skincare.
Because I need the end result, right?
We want you to be the best. So we're going to get you on some skincare, whatever fits into your thing. You know what I mean? If we're able to get you into some skin tone, texture, all of those things, we can do that as well. Listen, Botox and fillers are amazing. I could not live without them. You know, especially as we grow older, you know what I mean? We need a little bit more oomph to give us that. Right. So it really depends on the person. Yeah. So until you come in and talk to us and like trust us with your stuff and be vulnerable, you know, let us see you. You know, sometimes taking your makeup off is, you know, I've had women cry and girls cry when I take their makeup off. You know what I mean?
Right, some people won't do it.
They're hiding, you know, you're hiding. And I understand that, you know, I want to help you through that. I want to make sure that, you know, one day when you do that, you're not going to cry, you're going to smile. And that's the best feeling that any of us here get is when we have somebody tell us that and we know that that's true. That's the biggest, you know, prize that we get.
I used to never, ever show up without makeup on. Now I'm like, oh, tinted sunblock, I'm in. Yeah. But it's actually like, it feels good to feel good. Yeah. You know?
It's all about confidence.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We had a lot of fun. We hope you are too. We're new at this, so we're trying it out. We're trying to
Don't
connect.
be mean.
Yeah, we're trying to connect with the community.
Be kind.
You know, you can make a bigger impact and connect with more people through these podcasts and YouTube. So we're just trying to connect with as many people as possible. So thanks for joining us.
Yeah, take care. Bye.
Hit the subscribe button.
Tell me you like me.
Yeah. Leave a comment.